Hi, I'm Henrik Mårtensson. Welcome to the third part in my series on how to change organizations. The first part presented a model for making a single change in an organization. The second part went into more depth about why organizations resist change even when it's sorely needed. It's time to talk about how to permanently improve an organization's ability to learn and change. I'll devote this episode to just one of the root causes we identified in part 2. We'll deal with the paralyzing fear of being punished for mistakes. Several years ago, I did a feasibility study for a software development project. I found that no one in the project had the competence necessary to extract data from an extremely complicated legacy database. Failure was not an option in this company, so the project manager pushed on. Sometime later, she wisely transferred to another project. The new project manager did not dare stop the project either. Lots of hours were spent, but there was no real progress. When I presented this information to the management, I was told to stop measuring progress and focus exclusively on measuring hours spent, like everybody else did. After 10 months, the project was cancelled. Sometime later, there was a new project. This project followed my original recommendation. It included a couple of developers who had designed the legacy database. The project finished successfully in 4 months. Imagine what that organization could accomplish if there had been no fear. In this case, they could have used available information to make good decisions. They could cut total lead time from more than 14 months to 4 and spend much more time on success than on failure. If you are a manager and you want your people to have the courage to admit mistakes, you must lead by example. If you make a mistake, be frank and open about it. Tell your people you are going to correct the mistake and then do it. If you're asked about something you don't know, just say so. I don't know, but I'll find out. When I do, I'll get back to you. Then do that. Once you have shown that you can be trusted, fear will dissipate throughout your organization. The fear of making mistakes is often so entrenched that just telling people they won't be punished is not enough. Showing them in this manner may not be enough either. But there is one more thing you can do. You can reward mistakes, provided that something is learned from them. Sound strange? Some very successful companies do this. Listen to this excerpt from a CDNet Australia interview with Lloyd Taylor, Vice President of Operations at LinkedIn.
It looks like you've spent an entire career innovating. How do you create that culture of innovation in these different places that you go? How do you inspire people to kind of break all the rules?
The culture needs to reward failure. That's the answer.
Actually, failures are valuable because they carry much more information than successes. Here is systems thinker Dr. Russell Ackoff. Dr. Ackoff is one of the great pioneers of systems thinking and management science.
The righter you do the wrong thing, the wronger you become. If you make a mistake doing the wrong thing and correct it, you become wronger. Right? And as you'll see later, the only thing you learn from is mistakes. You never learn from doing anything right because you already know how to do it. But in school, it's a no-no. You can't make a mistake. You get graded down for making a mistake. So they teach you not to make mistakes. They do the same thing in a corporation or a government agency. Making a mistake is a no-no. And when you eliminate recognition of mistakes, you eliminate the possibility of learning because you can only learn from mistakes. You can't learn from doing it right.
If you reward mistakes, people will share their experiences for 2 reasons. They want a reward, but more importantly, they want to help. Most people do want to help, provided that it does not put themselves into danger. Successful organizations fail as often as less successful organizations, but they are better at recognizing their failures. They don't flog dead horses. That enables them to spend more time on their successes than on their failures. Bottom line is, management must show the way by being frank about their own mistakes, work to correct their mistakes rather than covering them up. And if you reward people for making mistakes the organization can learn from, people will lose their fear. Information needed to improve the organization will become available. Now, unfortunately, by itself, this may not be enough. Combined with the measures I'll discuss in the following episodes, there is no limit to what you can do. Be seeing you.